What up, y'all? It's your man, Abuamerican. So, cowork.com, make sure you sign up. Abuamerican/shop. Go over there, check out the vetting guide, check out the men's community. Get over there. So, we're about to watch a little short clip with Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson. And I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peterson for multiple reasons. I think I spoke about this on a live. Don't hate the guy, but I'm not a real fan. But whatever the case may be, a lot of times when he talks about like anthropology, sociology, and whatnot, and human behaviors, he knows what he's talking about. So this is an undeniable fact. So I'm going to give him props on what he knows about. He needs to shut up about Islam, but when it comes down to the human social sciences, he's pretty accurate most of the time. So here he goes in and he talks about hypergamy and what is the cost of landing a high value male to a woman. This is something that's been a fixture of human society since we can remember. That cost that he's going to mention. So go ahead, let's check out this clip, and I'll be back at the end of the clip.
Right.
Women are hypergamous, which means they mate across and up dominance hierarchies. And so if you're a male who's successful in a given hierarchy, the probability that you're going to have additional mating opportunities is exceptionally high. It's an unbelievably good predictor of that.
That hypergamy is a very uncomfortable discussion.
Yes,
some
it
people.
certainly is.
That's a big one, though.
It is.
The idea that it defines women's sexual choices by the fact that they want bigger, better. They want someone who's more successful, someone who's higher on the social ladder than what they're accustomed to or what they have now.
Well, what women do is that, like, mate choice is a very difficult problem. So how do you solve it? Well, here's how women solve it. Throw the men in a ring. Let them compete at whatever they're competing at. Assume that the man who wins is the best man. Marry him.
It's a biological solution.
It's a biological solution, but it has a cost.
What is the cost?
Well, the cost is polygamy.
So there you have it. You know, everybody knows it. I think even women know it. But very few are willing to accept it. Even men, you know, because here's the thing. Women don't want to accept it because they don't want to share. Obviously, they're quite jealous. You know, we know this. It's normal. But I think women have gone into excess in their jealousy nowadays. You know, what women need to understand, what y'all sisters need to understand is go on the internet and just take a look around. There is zero shortage. There is no shortage of pretty women. Fit, healthy, young, beautiful women. There's zero shortages of them. They are everywhere. There is a massive shortage of like highly successful men. There's a shortage of high value men. You have to understand that high value men are the prize. All of us guys, we do want to say we're the prize, and to a large degree, I agree with that. But at the end of the day, the higher value you are, the bigger the prize you are. Women are not going to want to hear this. You're going to come, oh, well, then why do we pay them? Why do you guys pay us mahars if they're the prize? This, that, the other. No, that's just proof that he's the prize, because his success is part of that proof. And, you know, the big mahar thing is stupid anyway, because we know it's not from the sunnah. But whatever the case may be, that he's capable of paying that large mahar is proof that he's the prize. It's not proof that he isn't the prize. Really think about it sometimes. So anyway, and then the second part of this is a lot of guys, they don't like to accept this either. You know, because if he's a guy who can't get multiple women, then he has to accept somewhere along the line he's not high value. Even if he's not a handsome guy, you know, I mean, even if he's not handsome, non-handsome guys get loads of beautiful young women. Why? Because they're successful in other places, not loads of them, but, you know, I'm just paraphrasing, that there are successful men out there who are doing well and they have multiple women and they're not that attractive of men. You know, they simply have success on their side and going for them. Because of that success, they can set the terms of how relationships between them and the women in their lives is going to be, not the other way around. Now, if you're a man and you're not in that position, then you have to really deal with your ego and say, okay, yeah, I'm not that guy and I need to do some more work. And sometimes we do the work and it just, you know, it never pays off. Sometimes we're just never going to attain certain things. It's not written for us. So, you know, sometimes there's that too. Nevertheless, this is a difficult conversation for a lot of people to have with themselves, let alone others. And this is why we see a lot of resistance nowadays, because a lot of people, both, excuse me, both sides of the boat, male and female, don't want to accept the reality and the realities connected to this. That high value males are always going to have access to multiple women. And if a woman wants a high value guy, she is going to have to share him. If she gets a high value guy and she doesn't have to share him, then this guy isn't really high value because he doesn't understand his own value and his own worth, which detracts from his value. Because if he did, he'd have multiple women. The gig is up. It's 2022. Word is out. That's the message of the year. The gig is up. Word is out. I'm out.